Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to the BYJU'S exam prep. This is Sanjay Rathi. Now we will discuss some important questions from first order circuits, and that is from what standard textbook Alexander and Sadiko. Okay, already we have discussed number of questions from chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and now it is 7th. Okay, and then guys, I think all are ready to solve some questions on transient, but let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. Okay, now everything is fine. Guys, this topic first order circuits, as you know, we are getting question from RC circuit or what RL circuit. Then there are four types of first order circuits: source free RC circuit with source, especially what with step signals, and what RL circuit without source and with source. And you are going to get command over this topic with some selected numericals, unsolved numericals from this textbook. Okay, this is my introduction. Myself Sanjay Rathi. I am having 22 years of teaching experience and these are my ranks in engineering services exam. And during my 23 years of teaching experience, I have trained more than 1 lakh students for competitive exams like GATE and engineering services, ISRO, DRDO, BARC and other PSUs. Now, this is my channel Electronics by Sanjay Rathi, where I will upload the PDF of this session. You can join, and for daily dose to improve concept, or if you have any doubts, then you can ask your question here. This is Electronics by Sanjay Rathi. Before starting the session, one important information for you: National Scholarship Test for GATE exam and get up to 90% off on our program. You can start your journey with us. Please note the date on the 5th of November. This means coming Sunday, 9 a.m. to what 9 p.m. Register now for this. First of all, install BYJU'S exam prep app. Okay, and then register for this scholarship test. It is golden opportunity for you guys. And if you want to know blueprint to be a topper in GATE 2025, yes, if you want to start your preparation for GATE 2025, then that is live interactive workshop by Abhinav Negi sir on 1st of November, Wednesday, means tomorrow. Note the time, 7:30 p.m. If you have any queries related to what GATE 2025, then that is workshop for you guys. तो आइए और अपने पूरे क्वेश्चंस क्लियर कर लीजिए, और अगर आप स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे प्रिपरेशन तो विदाउट एनी डिले आप अपनी प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट कर दीजिए फॉर 2025. डोंट वेट. चलिए आते हैं. दैट इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. एवरीवन टेल मी व्हाट विल बी द आंसर फॉर दिस वन. रेफर टू द सर्किट इन फिगर 7.7. let VC0 means initial voltage across the capacitor is 60 volt. It is already given, right? It is a source free RC circuit. There is no source. And determine the VC. Where is the VC? Voltage across the capacitor. Vx and I0 for t greater than 0. Okay, means you have to find the equation, and initial voltage is given, and that is question from Sadiko. How we can solve this? Okay, tell me what will be the answer, guys. What is the answer for this question? 1 minute. Okay, then what is the initial voltage across the capacitor? 60 volt. Then 1 minute. Then first of all, VC is equal to 60 volt is given. Then you can find this voltage by using this formula. Okay, some technical issue. Please try to solve that question. Okay, everyone try to solve this question. Yes, please. सर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर सर्किट में केवल वन कैपेसिटर और इंडक्टर होता है क्या? यस, या तो आरसी सर्किट होगा या फिर अमित आरएल सर्किट होगा, राइट. वन कैपेसिटर, इफेक्टिवली वन रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट, इट मे बी कैपेसिटर और इट मे बी व्हाट, इंडक्टर, effective. So we will solve some question and you will get idea. Okay, 1 minute. That was the question. Then how we can solve Vx, 8 and C? Then always remember formula, if this is a source free response, actually we are having the general equation. What we are doing, you can use the Vc final minus V initial e raised to power minus t by tau, and you have to find the time constant. Give me 1 minute, there is some technical issue here. Okay, then this is the case. Then what we can do here, first, what is the time constant? That is the formula. Okay, and what is the final value? If it is source free, then always remember the final value is 0. And what is the initial value? 60 it is given. When it is a source free, normally we are getting this final value 0, this final value 0, this is become 1 plus. Vc is equal to V initial e raised to power minus t by tau only. What is the initial value? 60. You have to find the time constant. What is the time constant? Time constant is given by R equivalent into C. What is the R equivalent? You have to find the resistance across this capacitor. Then you can find then what we can do, remove the capacitor. This 6 and this 12 ohm are in parallel. That is equal to 4, and this is the 8. 8 plus 4, 12. R equivalent is equal to 12. What is the time constant? R equivalent into C, that is the 12 into 1 by 3, that is equal to 4 seconds. Now you can write here 60 e raised to power minus t by tau. T by tau means t by 4. It will become 0.25. 0.25 t. Okay, that will be the answer for this question. First, what is the voltage across the capacitor? Second, what is the Vx? If you know the Vc, then according to voltage division rule, this 12 and 6 are in parallel. So this is the 4, and then you can draw a circuit. Four, and that is the voltage across this parallel combination is Vx, and this is 8. According to voltage division rule, 4 upon 4 plus 8 into Vc, that is Vc by 3. What is the Vc? 20 e raised to power minus 0.25 into t, right? That is the 60, because Vc is what? 60. So 60 divided by 3 is what? 20. 60 divided by 3 is what? 20. So you get that is the voltage Vx. Now how we can find the I naught? Remember, I naught is nothing but current through the capacitor. If this is the current through the capacitor, directly you can write C dVc by dt. Current enter through the plus, leave the minus, C dVc by dt. 1 by 3, what is the d by dt? d by dt is 20 e raised to power minus 0.25 t. What is the answer? 20 by 3 into, that will become what? 0.25 e raised to power minus 0.25 t. That is, you can find a value, that is what, 5 by 3 e raised to power, that is the minus sign. ये लो, ये आएगा. Is it any sound disturbance here guys? Because अब है ना ये इलेक्शन का माहौल है तो everything is fine. Is it audible everyone? Please give me the feedback. Okay. So that is the first answer. You have to solve like this. Then next question. If देखो, always remember in this question we have to find the three things. What is the initial voltage? What is the voltage across the capacitor? Means initial voltage is 60 e raised to power minus t by tau. So time constant for throughout the circuit will remain same. Everywhere you will get the same answer here, 60. Second, I have find what? Vx. Again this is the Vc by 3. So again we got the 20 e raised to power minus 0.25 t. This transient portion will remain same. And then again I have find the I naught, that is the differentiation of c dvc by dt. Now again you got the value minus 5 by 3 e raised to power minus 0.25 t. So everywhere this will remain same. Transient portion will remain same, time constant will remain same. Then if the switch in the figure opens at t equal to 0, for example this switch is opened at t equal to 0, find Vt for t greater than or equal to 0 and Wc0. Wc0 means what is the initial value of the energy across the capacitor. Okay. Then initially the switch was closed guys. Remember, according to this question, initially the switch was closed. Now exactly at t equal to 0 it is opened. So what is the voltage across the V? Then you can find, watch this. This is 12 parallel with 4 is what? 3. 12 parallel with 4 is what? 3 ohm. And here when the switch is closed, circuit reached to steady state. So exactly at t equal to 0 negative, circuit is in steady state. Circuit in a steady state means for DC capacitor will act as open circuit. When the capacitor acts as open circuit, then this is 12, this is 6, this is 24. So what is the voltage across that? According to voltage division rule, what is the voltage across the capacitor? Because it will act as open circuit. So this is the, what is the parallel combination? 3, not 12, it is 3. So it will become 3 upon 3 plus 6 into 24. That is the voltage across the capacitor, initial voltage. Then this initial voltage is given by 3 upon 3 plus 6 means what? 3 by 9, 1 by 3, 24 by 3, 8 volt. Initial voltage across the capacitor is 8 volt. Now that switch is opened. When the switch is opened, the capacitor will discharge through this. For t greater than 0, once the switch is open, you can remove this portion. Then capacitor will discharge through this. So for t greater than 0, what is the time constant? This is the parallel combination is 3, and what is the value of the C? 1 by 6. So RC, that is the 3 into 1 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2 second. And what is the initial voltage across the capacitor? It will become source free circuit. So 8 volt. So directly you can write the Vc is equal to V0 e raised to power minus t by tau. So it will become 8 e raised to power minus 2t. 8 e raised to power minus 2t. That is the time constant. Okay, everyone tell me that is clear to you. So new students, watch this. This is a book, Alexander and Sadiku. Yes, we are solving solved numericals from this textbook. You can also solve the selected numericals from this, right? If you have any queries, then you can ask. So that is the question on capacitor. Everything is fine. Sound quality, picture quality. Tell me, guys. And this is the question from the page number. You can note that was the page number 259. Okay. That is the answer. Or what is the initial energy stored in the capacitor? Always remember, initial energy stored in the capacitor is given by half of CV square. Half into C. What is C? 1 by 6. V square. What is the initial voltage across the capacitor? 8. That is nothing but 64 divided by 2. 12. 64 divided by 12. That is 16 by 3. 5.333 joule. 5.33 joule. This is the initial energy stored in the capacitor, right? Because initial voltage across the capacitor is 8 volt. Then next one. Assuming that I0 is 10 ampere. Assuming that I0 is 10 ampere. Calculate the IT and IXT in the circuit of figure. What is the IT and IXT in the circuit of the figure, guys? Tell me. Assuming that I0 is 10 ampere, calculate the IT and IXT in the circuit of figure. Then this is inductor 2 ohm, 4 ohm. Now it is a source free RC circuit. There is no active independent sources involved. Only dependent source is involved, that is the 3I. Right, and this I depends upon the current through the inductor. And finally the inductor will discharge through these resistor. That's why this current will become 0, and that's why this will also become 0. Now this is I 0.5. So how we can find the I0? This is the equation. I final minus I final in case of inductor. I initial e raised to power minus t by tau. The final value is the 0. So it will become I initial e raised to power minus t by tau. That will be the equation. And what is the tau? L by R equivalent or RTH. And what is the initial value? 10 volt it is given. 10 it is given. Then you can find the Ix by finding the voltage at this point. Okay. Then how we can find the R equivalent? If you want to find the R equivalent, then what? You have to find the Thevenin's resistance across this inductor. So we can remove and we can find the R equivalent, and this question we can solve. This is a very, very important one. Then watch this. First of all, to find the, remove this inductor. But what is the current in this branch? Remember, it is not 0. Current in this branch is I, because this depends on this I. So you can't remove the I. Then connect a 1 volt battery here. This is the method. And now there is a current I. So what is the RTH? RTH will become 1 by I. But what is the small I? Small I will become minus of capital I, and that's why it will become minus 3I. And voltage at this point will become 1 volt. Now you have to find the 1 by I. Write down the KCL. I is equal to incoming current I, outgoing current 1 by 2 plus outgoing current 1 minus of minus 3I upon 4. You can take 4 as a LCM. It will become 2 plus 1 plus 3I is equal to I. It will become 4I minus 3I is equal to 3. So I is equal to 3. Therefore 1 by I is equal to what? 1 by 3. That is the RTH. 1 by I is the RTH. Then what is the time constant? L by RTH. What is the value of the L? 0.5. 0.5 means 1 by 2. And RTH is 1 by 3. That will become 3 by 2 seconds. That is the time constant of the circuit. 3 by 2 seconds. Okay. So why final value, Amit? Because there is only what? Dependent sources. There is no independent sources here. Independent active sources. And what that dependent active source, this one, depends upon the current through the inductor. Then the current will, inductor will discharge through what? This 2 and 4 ohm. So final energy will become 0. So that is the 3/2 seconds. Okay. Now I will give you the another method. Suppose in exam hall, if you find any difficulty, then what is another method? So 3/2. So what is the equation will become? I is equal to what? I0, 10 e raised to power minus t 3/2. So it will become 10 e raised to power minus 2/3t ampere. And that is the solution for t greater than 0. Solution for t greater than 0. Okay. Now you can find the Ix, but you have to find the VL. What is the VL? This is nothing but voltage across the inductor. And voltage across the inductor is given by L di by dt. VL is given by L di by dt. Then already we have find the voltage. You can find the VL. L di by dt. L is 0.5. What is the current through the inductor? 10 e raised to power minus 2/3t. When we are differentiating, it will become 10 into 0.5, 5 into minus 2/3 e raised to power minus 2/3t. Now 5 into minus 2, that will become minus 10/3. That is the voltage at this point. So what is the Ix? Ix is nothing but VL upon 2. VL upon 2. So what is the VL? 10/2. It will become minus 5/3 e raised to power minus 2/3t ampere. So that is, quickly you can solve. That may be the objective question. They may ask only Ix. Then first of all you have to find what? You have to find the value of, okay, then this is the answer. 5/3. 1.667 e raised to power minus 2/3t. Okay. Now next one, how we can solve the same question by using the, you have to find the only I. So sometimes it is difficult to find, sir, whether it is 0 or yes or no. If there is some confusion, then what we can do, remember this is the VL. You can write the KCL here. What is the KCL? This is the current through the inductor. So we have to find the differential equation in terms of I. Then watch this. This is the voltage across the inductor VL. So VL is given by L di by dt. Okay. Then you can write what is the outgoing current I KCL plus what? What is the outgoing current VL/2? What is the outgoing current VL minus 3I by 4 is equal to 0. You can take 4 as a LCM. 4I plus 2VL plus VL minus 3I is equal to 0. Then you can write 3VL minus plus what? I is equal to 0. What is the VL? L di by dt. What is L? 1/2 di by dt. You can replace here. So it will become 3/2 di by dt plus I is equal to 0. Divide by 3/2. It will become di by dt plus 2/3I is equal to 0. Tell me, Amit, it is a first order equation, homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equation. No need to find the time constant. It is a homogeneous differential equation, first order differential equation, right? And that's why, what is the forcing function? 0. It has only transient part. And what is the, how we can solve the solution of this? So what is the d here? So d, the root, it is given as d plus 2/3 is equal to 0. So what is the value of the d? Minus 2/3. And that's why the general solution will become k constant e raised to power dt. So what is dt? 2/3t. And how we can find the value of the k? By the initial value. Exactly at t equal to 0, what is the current? 10. And that's why you will find the k is equal to 10. Right? Anyone, any doubt in this method? Again, you can find So that is the formula. If you find it is given in the question, again you will get the same answer from this question. Okay, then this is about the transient. Next one, this question you can star mark this question, very important one from Alexander and Sadiko, right? Then one similar type of question here from the inductor, this one. Find I and Vx in the circuit of figure. Let I0 is 12 ampere. I0 means initial current here is given 12 ampere. Again tell me, it is a source free. Source free means what? That current depend. This is dependent source depend on Vx. Vx depend upon I. And finally the energy across the inductor will become 0. I will become 0. If I is 0, what is the Vx? Vx will also become 0. So it is a source free means you have to find only the time constant. Initial current e raised to power minus t by tau. And what is the tau? L by RTH. You have to find the RTH across this 2 Henry inductor. So 2 Henry inductor, how we can find the I? Now watch this. Then that will give you the answer. Let I, to what is the Ix? Once the Ix is known, you can find the Vx. So what is the current through the inductor? Then if you want to find the RTH, then remove this inductor. In place of inductor, you can remove I also because it depends upon the Vx. V, 1 volt battery you can connect. That this is I. So what is the RTH? 1 by I. Watch this. This Vx will become 1I. This 2Vx will become 2I. Okay. Now what is the voltage at this point? This is 1. This is Vx. That is I. 1 minus I is the voltage at this point. This is the voltage. Now we can write a KCL at this point. So what is the incoming current? I is equal to, what are the outgoing current? 1 minus I minus 2I. 1 minus I minus 2I upon 2 plus 1 minus I upon 6. This will become 6I. This will become 3 times of 1 minus 3I plus 1 minus I. I have taken the 6 as LCM. That is 6I is equal to 3 minus 9I plus I minus I. 9 plus 1, 10. And this will become 16I is equal to 4. So what is the 1 by I is equal to 16 by 4. That is 4 ohm. So you have just practiced what? Thevenin's theorem. The Thevenin's resistance, how you can find one dependent sources and then you can find the 4 ohm. Once it is gone, which is a 1 volt, 4 ohm. So 4 ohm means what? What is the time constant? L, 2 Henry, 1 by 2 second. So directly you can say what is the IT? I0, 12 e raised to power minus t upon 1 by 2. So it will become 2t. 2t, t greater than 0. For this, it is the 12 e raised to power minus 2t. That is the answer. Okay. Now, so what is the Vx? Actually, we have find this I. Our I is moving like this. Remember, normally we are doing the silly mistakes. It is minus I because it is entered through the minus, leaving the plus. So Vx is equal to minus I. Minus I into 1. So I. So what is this? Minus 12 times e raised to power minus 2t for t greater than 0. So what is asked in the question? Please Read carefully whether it is Vx is asked or I is asked. Answer difference is what? Only minus sign. Okay, any doubt up to this point? So this was the question in page number 263. So you can watch that question. Next one. Next question on transient. Okay. Now with if suppose it is the current source is given for the circuit in figure, find the IT for t greater than 0. IT for t greater than 0. Okay. So how we can find, how we can solve this particular question? First of all, exactly at t equal to 0, switch is opened. When the switch is opened, here we are having the response, but it is a source free response. There is no dependent source, no independent sources. But initially for t less than 0, the switch was closed. When the switch was closed, there is a 15 ampere current source. When there was a 15 ampere current source, then how we can solve this question? So watch this, watch it carefully, how we can solve this question. When the switch is closed for t less than 0 negative, circuit in steady state. Circuit in steady state. Be careful about this. Then this inductor will act as short circuit. This voltage is 0, this voltage is 0. It is short circuit, 5 ohm short circuited. So what is the current through the 5 ohm? 0. Now this 12 and 8 ohm, because these 2 points are connected in connected to ground, 12 and 8 are in parallel, that will become 12 parallel with 8. Remember, what is the 12 parallel with 8? That is the value. Right, 4.8. This is the 4.8 ohm, 12 parallel with 8. Now here we are having the 15 ohm. Now you can also draw like this. This branch will act as open circuit. Now this is a 15 ampere and we have to find the current through this branch, 12. So what is the parallel combination? 4.8 and here it is 24. Now what is the current through this 12 ohm resistor and what is their ratio? 8, 12, 24. What is there is any ratio? If it is divisible by 2, 2, 3, 6. The ratio is 2, 3 and what? 6. How you can find the current? Everyone tell me. How we can find the current through the 12 ohm resistor? I have number of formula, but just I want, what is this? If there are 3 resistors, so first of all you can divide into 2 resistor, 4.8. What is the current in this branch? That will become 15 divided by 24 plus 4.8 into what? 24. Then after that again this I is divided into 12 and 8. To 12 plus 8 it will become 20. And then 20 into 8. What is the current through this 12 ohm? That will pass through the inductor. What is the current through the inductor? Is given by then again this current is divided into 12 and 8, that is multiplied 8 divided by 12 plus 8, that is what? 20. Now you can solve, use your calculator everyone and then give me the answer. Yes, please everyone solve this. It will become 5. You will get 5. So what is the initial current through the inductor? 5 ampere. Once you will find the 5 ampere, then question over. then this portion will act as open circuit. So you can remove this portion. Okay, you can remove this portion. Now this is the inductor. How we can find the time constant? Because now the formula will become very simple. It is equal to I0 e raised to power minus t by tau only. How we can find the tau? Tau means L by R. L by RTH. So this is the point A, this is the point B. This is actually point B. So 12 and 8 are in series and 5 is in parallel. 12 plus 8 is what? 20 parallel with 5. 20 parallel with 5, that is A, this is B, and that will become 20 parallel with 5, that is the 4 ohm it will become. 4 ohm means what? 2 by 4. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 seconds. Then IT will become I naught. What is the I naught? 5 ampere. E raised to power, this is the 4 ohm and time constant is 1 by 2, so minus 2t. That is the answer. 5 e raised to power minus 2t, because tau is 1 by 2, it will become 2. So that is the answer for this particular question. And now this is the question number. You can also solve, guys, that's why I am giving you the number, page number 264, unsolved numerical from the Alexander and Sadiku, and that answer is given, you can verify it. So that is the method. In this way we can solve. Then next one, now RC circuit with source, guys. RC circuit with source. When we are having any RC circuit with source, very important one, similar type of question we can expect in what gate exam. And find Vt for t greater than 0. Where is the Vt? This is the V. In the circuit of figure, assume the switch has been open for long time and is closed at t equal to 0. Calculate the Vt at t equal to 0.5. Vt at t equal to 0.5. Exactly at 0.5 second you have to find. Okay. But first of all, find the equation, guys. How we can find the equation? Then in this question we have to use this equation. First order circuit, V final minus V final minus V initial e raised to power minus t by tau. That is the equation. V final minus V initial e raised to power minus t by tau. Then, guys, how we can find the what is the V initial and V final? 1 minute. That was the question, na? Where is the diagram? Okay, no problem. Now watch this. Okay. Now when the switch is opened, initially the switch is opened, you can remove this portion. Only focus on this. For t less than 0, means exactly at 0 negative, this capacitor will act as open circuit. What is the initial voltage across the capacitor? 15 volt. 15 volt. That is the initial voltage across the capacitor. Okay. Then second, what is the final voltage across the capacitor? You can find the final voltage across the capacitor. Then finally we can find the time constant. So then the switch is closed. Final voltage. Finally again the capacitor exactly at t equal to infinite, capacitor will act as open circuit. when the capacitor will act as open circuit. So what is the voltage at this point across the capacitor? You can find by applying the KCL. It will become V minus 15 divided by 2 plus V minus of minus 7.5. It will become plus V minus of minus 7.5 upon 6 is equal to 0. You can take 6 as a LCM. 2V minus 45 plus V plus 7.5 is equal to 0, and that 6 will become 0. This is the 3V is equal to 40 minus 45 plus 7.5. (75 by 2 divided by 3), that is 25 by 2. 12.5 volt. Okay, now you have the final value, you have the initial value, you have the time constant. So what is the final value, initial value and time constant? Then finally put the value. What is the initial value I have calculated? I have given initial value 15 volt. Then what is the final value? 12.5. Now finally what is the time constant? To find the time constant, this is close, always find the time constant for t greater than 0. This battery will act as short circuit, this will act as short circuit, and this is C 1 by 3. What is the time constant? RTH into C. So across the C, what is the RTH? So make it short circuit, then these two resistors are in parallel. For example, this is the point A, this is the point B. We are having the two resistors parallel to each other. 2 and 6 are in parallel. So RTH will become 2 parallel with 6 means 2 into 6 upon 2 plus 6. 12 divided by 8, that is the 3 by 2. That is the time constant. Now, so finally, what is the equation? So V final, what is the V final? 12.5. V final 12.5. V initial minus 15. E raised to power minus 3 by 2. It will become 12.5 minus minus plus 2.5. I am getting this answer. Now check whether it is right or wrong. So this is the step signal, guys. Okay, the step signal when we are applying, then what will be the answer? So page number, please note the page number also. And that is the question number. I think I have done some calculation mistake. Where is the calculation mistake, everyone? I have solved. Tell me. सर RTH बता दीजिए. RTH भी बता रहा हूँ, सब बता रहा हूँ. कहाँ है मिस्टेक? चलिए देखते हैं जरा. 15 वोल्ट तो बिल्कुल सही है. ये इनिशियल वोल्टेज, ये देखो. अब 1 बाय 1 चेक करते हैं. कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक हुई होगी KCL KVL में. देखो, इनिशियली दैट इज व्हाट 15 वोल्ट. इनिशियल वोल्टेज इज 15 वोल्ट. 15 वोल्ट इज चार्ज for T0 negative. Then the capacitor closed. This is the battery is closed. Then it will become 15. This again exactly at t equal to infinite. This will act as open circuit. So we can write V minus 15 by 2. V minus 15 by 2. Okay. V minus of minus 7.5, that will become plus 7.5 divided by 6. It is also correct. Then, okay, that is, this is what 6 is LCM. This is called printing mistake, guys. This is the 3 actually. 2, this is the calculation silly mistakes. 3, V minus what? 45, that is correct. V plus 7.5, that is also correct. 3 plus V, it will become 4V. Then if it is 4V, then there is the answer is different. 45 minus 7.5 divided by 4 and you will get 9.375. 9.375. That is the final value. Now, if this is the final value, then definitely the equation is different. And what is the time constant means what, guys? Time constant means, okay, Thevenin's, we have to multiply it, RTH. So RTH means what? You have simply what? Remove the capacitor. Battery will act as short circuit. 2 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel, 3 by 2. And 3 by 2 into C, 1 by 3. So what is the time constant here? 1 by 2 seconds. Time constant is this one or not, that is the only RTH, that is 3 by 2, and RTH into C, that is the 1 by 2 second is the time constant. Now finally, what is the final value and initial value? There was the calculation mistake. Now it is correct. What is the final value? 9.375. What is the final value? 9.375 minus initial value 15 e raised to power minus t by tau means 1 by 2. It will become 9.375 minus it will become plus 9.375, 5.625 e raised to power minus 2t, and that is the answer. That is the answer. Any doubt? Tell me. Yes. Now Amit, clear RTH? RTH is clear. You can check exactly at t equal to 0. Watch this. Exactly at t equal to 0. This plus this is what? 15 volt. Right? It will verify. Exactly at t equal to infinite, that term will become 0 and that is the final value. You can find the initial value and final value. Okay. So that is the question. Now, to be careful about the calculation. Everything is fine. But what I have done? Silly mistakes. What are the silly mistakes? First, I have taken 3V in place of 3V. I have taken 2V. First mistake. Second mistake. Already I have find the RTH. But just forget to multiply with the C. So I have given this 3 by 2 as a time constant. 3 by 2 second as a time constant in a hurry. And because of some disturbance. So be careful about that. This is the ohm only. This is not time constant. RTH. So what is the time constant? RTH into C, 1 by 2 second. So that is the problem. And now finally this is the answer. Okay then. Next question like this. Sometimes that signal is given 20 u of minus t. So what is the 20 u of minus t? That is nothing but 1 for t less than 0 and 0 for t greater than 0. That is 1 minus ut. Just opposite. 1 minus what? Ut. Okay. Then 1 for t less than 0 and so on. So exactly at t equal to 0, switch is closed. Find I and Vt for all time. Where is the I? This is the I and this is the V, voltage across the capacitor. For all time, you have to find for all time. All time, when it is written all time means what? For t0 negative and for t greater than 0. What is the equation? So initially, how we can solve this question? Then watch this. First of all, initially the switch was open, so you can remove this portion. Switch is open means you can remove this portion. Simply remove this. Okay. Now, for t is less than 0 means t negative. This is 20 u of minus t means it is 20 volt. And this capacitor will act as open circuit. So what is the voltage across the capacitor? 20 volt. This is the initial voltage across the capacitor. Initial voltage across the capacitor. Now, you have to use this formula. V is equal to V final minus V final minus V initial e raised to power minus t by tau. So we have the initial value. Then what is the final value? Watch this diagram. This will act as short circuit because switch is closed for t greater than 0. 20 U of minus t will become 0, and that's why this battery will act as short circuit for t greater than 0. And here this is the 3. Okay, now finally exactly at t equal to infinite, what will happen? Again the capacitor will act as open circuit. So we are having the two resistor 5 and 10 ohm. So you can draw a circuit exactly at infinity. We are having the two resistor, one is what, 5 ohm, and one is what, 10 ohm, and here we are having the current source, and this is the capacitor will act as open circuit. So what is the current through? According to current division rule, what is the current through the 5 ohm resistor, Ix? This Ix is given by, according to current division rule, 3 upon 5 plus 10, but if you want to find the current here, you have to multiply with this 10. 30 divided by 15, 2 ampere. Final value of the current is 2 ampere. So 2 multiplied with the 5. So what is the final voltage across the capacitor? 10 volt. Final voltage across the capacitor is what? 10 volt. Okay, now you have the initial value, you have the final value. Then finally, time constant. What is the time constant of the circuit? So always remember, you have to find the time constant for t greater than 0. For t greater than 0, this switch was closed. This is short circuited. Thevenin's means current source will act as open circuit. Current source will act as open circuit for Thevenin's independent. And then capacitor, across capacitor 5 and 10 are in parallel. Remove the capacitor, 10 and 5 are in parallel. So what is the RTH? Ten by 3. Then what is the time constant? RTH into C. 10 into 0.2 by 3, that is 2 by 3. Second. Now we have the initial value, we have the final voltage, that is the final voltage is 10 volt. Initial voltage is 20 volt, and that's why it will become 10 minus 20 e raised to power minus t divided by 2 by 3. Then it will become 10 plus 10 e raised to power minus 3 by 2t, or you can take 10 as a common, 1 plus e raised to power minus 3 by 2t. That is the answer for t greater than 0. T greater 10, 1 plus e raised to power minus 1.5 t. Yes. Now this is the valid equation for t greater than 0. But what is the initial voltage across the capacitor for t just less than 0? Yes, it's called 0 negative. Is equal to what? 20 volt. Is equal to 20 volt. So we have find at all time, that is the for less than 0 it is 20 volt, for greater than 0 that is the equation, and so on. You can find the values. Now that is assignment for you. Find the value of I and then give me the answer in my comments box, guys. Okay, hope that is clear to you, everyone. Okay. And always remember, capacitor allows sudden change of what? Current. It does not allow sudden change of current, but it will allow the sudden change of current. Sudden change of current. Now, in this particular question, if it is asked, what is the equation for this I? What is the current through this branch? Then first of all, again you can use same equation here. Already you have find the initial voltage across the capacitor. What is the initial voltage across the capacitor? 20 volt. Then to find the value of the current, what is the initial current? Exactly at 0 plus, this 20 volt will act as 0, 20 U of minus t, and the capacitor has initial voltage of what? 20 volt, that is fixed. Volt is the voltage across the capacitor. Now, how you can find the I? This is the 20 volt. So guys, this is 0. So 20 minus 5, so I will become minus of 20 by 5, that is the minus 4. So this is the value of the current exactly at t equal to 0. Exactly at t equal to 0. And what is the current for t less than 0? Because that is what? This will act as open circuit. So initially, from this diagram, you can say for t0 negative, current is 0 because capacitor acts as open circuit. So I0 negative is 0 and I0 positive is what? Minus 4. Means inductor will allow the sudden change of what? Current. Sorry, capacitor will allow the sudden change of current. Now, what is the final value of the current? What is the finally? What is at t equal to infinite? What is the current? At t equal to infinite, we have the diagram here. At t equal to infinite, this capacitor will act as open circuit. When this capacitor will act as open circuit, 1 minute, this is the case. This capacitor will act as open circuit at t equal to infinite. So what is the value of I here? So guys, already I have find this Ix. What is the Ix? 2 ampere. So what is the I? Minus Ix. Minus Ix, that is the 2 ampere. Minus 2 ampere. What is this? This is the final value of the current. So we have the initial value of the current. Now we have the final value of the current. Right? Then what is the equation? You can use this equation. I is equal to, again you can use the same equation, I final, I initial, e raised to power minus t by tau. What is the final value of the current? Minus 2, minus plus 4, e raised to power minus t by, what was the time constant? 2 by 3 seconds. Now, this is what, this is the 4 minus 2, 2, minus 2, minus 2. Now you will get the answer. Watch this. Minus 2 you can take common, 1 plus e raised to power minus 1.5 t. And that is the current valid for t greater than 0. That is the current valid for t greater than 0. Okay. So sometimes they will give you the question and sometimes you have to draw the diagram. Or finally you can write like this. What is the current for all time? That is given. It is 0. No, it was not 0. What is the value of the current at t equal to 0 negative? Yes, that was 0. That was what? 0. This is the I0 negative is 0. For t0 negative. Then exactly at t equal to 0 plus, the value of the current is a minus 4. And exactly at t equal to infinite, what is the value of the current? Minus 2. Okay. Already we have calculated. This is the minus 2 and minus 4. This is the final value and initial value. And what is the current? Just a general equation. You have find minus 2. 1 minus e raised to power minus 1.5 t plus. This is the valid for t greater than 0. So how you can plot this? If you want to plot this, watch this. What is the initial current? 0. For t less than 0, it is 0. This is current. Suddenly it will drop to what? Minus 4. And finally, it is settled at minus 2. That is the case. This type of shape you will get. This is the IT. This is time. This is 0 line. This is minus 2. This is minus 4. Capacitor will allow the circuit sudden change. So that is the current and so on. That is the value here. So this is the I. Are you getting my point, everyone? Okay, that is clear to you. Okay. So this is the diagram, and then you can solve this type of question. Yes, this one. Now this is time for some assignments. Are you ready to solve some assignments, everyone? The first question, switch in the figure has been closed for a long time. It opens at t equal to 0. Find IT for t greater than 0. That is the first assignment for you. Try to solve this question. Just I am giving you the hint that when the switch is opened, exactly at t equal to 0, switch is open means before it is closed. First of all, find what is the current through the inductor. And now you can use this formula. I final means exactly at t equal to infinite under steady state. I final minus I initial. Inductor does not allow sudden change of current minus t by tau. With this equation, find the initial value of the current, find the final value of the current, and find the time constant of the current. What is the time constant? L by RTH. L by RTH. That will give you the time constant of the circuit. If you need answer, then I can give you the answer. Or otherwise, that is the question from the Sadiko. If you want, then okay. This is the question number 7.12, 282 page number you can note. I think this is the question. Yes. Okay, 1.5, 10. And the answer is 4 plus 2 e raised to power minus 10t. That is the 4 plus 2 e raised to power minus 10t. Then okay, so that is, these are the questions, guys. Try to solve all these questions. So this is a mega mock test for all India open test, guys, for GATE 2024 for civil, mechanical, electronics, electrical and computer science branch, live from what 28th October up to what 3rd November. So you can participate in this mega mock test. For this, first of all install BYJU'S एग्जाम प्रेप ऐप. ठीक है, इस सेशन के एंड होते ही आप इंस्टॉल कर लीजिए और वहाँ that link is given in description from where you can join, and then this is the schedule of the test. You can give the test. Full length test is also available here, 180 minutes. Watch this schedule, guys. Okay, and then that is another homework for you. Try to solve this and give me the answer in what comments box. This is the problem number 7.19. Problem 7.19 means at the end some number of problems are given, odd. Now you can solve what odd number of problems. Why? Because the answer for odd one is given. So if suppose we are solving the odd number of questions, then you can watch whether you are getting the right answer or wrong answer. If you find any difficulty, then please inform me and I will upload this PDF on my Telegram channel, guys. So this is the, take a screenshot or try to solve this question. Already I have solved. That inductor is given and initial current it is given. Find IT for t greater than 0. So you have to write I0 e raised to power minus t by tau. And what is the tau is equal to L by RTH. Means by using the Thevenin's concept you have to find the RTH. I have solved 2 questions on this. L by RTH. L is given 6 Henry. Remove this L and you that remember that current is I, and connect a 1 volt battery here and then find the value of what 1 by I, Thevenin's resistance, or by any means you can find the Thevenin's resistance. Okay, and then first of all install the BYJU'S exam prep app from Google Play Store, guys. Then second important thing, if you are giving the mock test, then watch the leaderboard. Leaderboard means here you will get the idea about how many number of students are participating, what is your rank, what is your score. Okay, it will boost your confidence. If suppose you are not able to solve the question, you will get the idea that this in this portion I have some difficulty. So just suggest us, sir, we want session on this. So we will conduct session for you. Okay. So free app classes are available where you can give your comments, or on my Telegram channel where you can give your comments to please suggest which topics you want. And this is a GATE 2024 crash course for electrical and electronics experience, and this is the GATE Vision GATE 2025 and 2026, guys. You can start your preparation now 2025 as well as for 2026. So if you are thinking about this 2025 or 2026, if right, to start, don't wait, right, because we have limited time for 2025 also. This is my channel, Electronics by Sanjay Rathi. Okay then, hope you have enjoyed the session. Remember, transient is what? One of the most important topic, and guys, we have number of questions in Sadiko, and similar type of questions we are getting in what exam. So try to solve some selected numericals. Definitely it will boost your confidence. Thank you. Like the session, share the link of this session and subscribe our channel, guys. Thank you. And